Welcome to the lesson. In this lesson, you'll learn about suffixes that are used to create verbs. After watching this, your vocabulary will be closer to that of a native speaker. Isn't that exciting? First, we're going to look at 4 different suffixes and see some examples. Then I'm going to show you how to create abstract nouns using these verbs. After, there'll be 7 questions for you to practice what you've learned. All right, let's get started. The first suffix is ate. It means to cause X to happen, where X is the meaning of the root word. Take the word educate, for example. The root is educa. It comes from Latin and means to be led out. So educate, then, means to cause to be led. For example, when we say the teacher educates her students, it means she leads them, especially towards new knowledge or skills. Here's another example. Terminate. The root is terminat. It comes from Latin and means limited or ended. To terminate, then, means to bring an action towards a specified end, or to cause something to end. Take a look at these examples. Her employment was terminated because of her unprofessionalism. Or you could say, she terminated her pregnancy in the first trimester. Another verb formed in this way is donate. It comes from the Latin word donum, which means gift. Later on, the word donation was created, which means something that is given, especially to charity. Donate, then, means the action of giving something away to charity. I bet you'd like to see some examples. Here they are. They donated their time to charity. She received a tax receipt when she donated some money to charity. Next, we have the suffix n. This means to become or to cause to become. It can be added to certain adjectives and nouns. For example, you could take the adjective dark, add the suffix en, and create the verb darken.
Good night, little one. Sleep tight.
You can also create a verb from the noun strength. The verb is strengthen, which means to make stronger. So you could say, the weekend getaway strengthened their relationship. Or, they strengthen the seawall in case of another tidal wave. Another verb formed in this way is deafen, which means to make deaf. Have a look at these examples. The music deafened them. It was too loud. Or, they wore earplugs so as not to be deafened by the noise. All right, on to our third suffix, ify. Ify means to cause to be X, where X is the meaning of the root. For example, if you add it to the root electric, creating the word electrify, this verb means to cause to be electric. Okay, here's another example. You could take the noun zombie and add ify to get the word zombify, as in, the class was so boring. All the students were zombified. Or, the bite zombified them. Okay, now on to our final suffix, eyes. For example, if we take the word memory and add eyes, you get the verb memorize, which means to cause something to become a memory. This suffix has many other meanings. We will look at each one in turn. First, it has the same meaning as the previous suffix, to cause to be X. For example, the dinosaur skeletons fossilized in the mud. And here's the second meaning, to cause to resemble. As in the sentence, they've been living here so long, they've been Americanized. Another meaning is to treat in a specified way. As in the sentence, they digitize the documents and save them on an external hard drive. Finally, it can mean to follow a specified practice. as in, she was hospitalized after the accident. Okay, that's it for the suffixes that create verbs. Now let's take a look at how to make abstract nouns. Oh, hello, Caesar. What have you come to tell us? Vini, vidi, vici. Yes, we know. We know that you came, you saw, and you conquered. But what we really want to know is about language. Can you tell us about creating abstract nouns? Certainly. You can add ion to all of these words to create an abstract noun. Really? Wow, thank you, Caesar. Hey guys, you know what he said is true. Furthermore, the meaning is predictable. These nouns describe the state that results from the root verb being done or happening. Isn't that wonderful? And it's important to note that the primary stress for any noun created in this way falls on the A in ation. Let's see a few examples, shall we? First, we'll look at 8 plus ion, as in the word communicate, communication, terminate, termination, cooperate, cooperation, circulate, circulation. Are you confused yet? Well, hopefully these examples will help. First, I'll use a word as a verb. They didn't communicate their intentions clearly. And now, as a noun. Their communication was unclear. I'm not sure of their intentions. I hope that helped you. Now on to I's plus ation. Immunize, immunization. Globalize, globalization. Legalize, legalization. And now, take a look-see at these examples. Oh, all the people injured in the accident were hospitalized for 3 days. The hospitalization of all the people injured in the accident lasted 3 days. Now, I'd like to show you the final group. Check out these words with ify plus ication. Electrify, electrification. Zombify, zombification. Simplify, simplification. Certify, certification. And surprise, surprise, here's a few example sentences. I bet you didn't see that one coming. You need to simplify this. It's too complicated. This needs simplification. It's too complicated. All right, that's it. Your vocabulary has been exploded, and your knowledge of English is that much closer to being native speaker-like. Aren't you proud? I know I am. Hey, let's try some exercises. Trust me, they're good for you. I promise. Now, what you need to do is change the root word to either a verb or a noun to complete the following sentences. After the counter finishes, I will switch to the next question. If it's going too fast for you, just pause it. And the answers will be available after the final question. Most homes in that city had been electrified by the 1920s. The electrification of that city was started by the Edison Illuminating Company, but was completed by Westinghouse. The simplification of complex news issues by 24-hour news networks dumbs down political debate. Your plans are too complicated. Please simplify them. The full cost of hospitalization is now paid for by the federal government. 3 gunshot victims were hospitalized last night. With that final booster shot, the child's immunization was complete. It is important to immunize children against common diseases. Publicly, Russia and America cooperated on the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. Their cooperation is essential to the successful completion of this project. Without their help, we simply can't do it. Modern technology has helped to globalize the economy. The protesters took issue with the increasing globalization of the international monetary system. An education should be more than the mere rote memorization of facts. The students memorize the new vocabulary for next week's test. Well, that's it. We're all done. I hope you've learned a lot, and if you like it, tell your friends. Oh yeah, and subscribe. Have a great day.